The Nebra sky disk. The Nebra sky disk is an archaeological find from Nebra, Germany, dating back to 1600 BC. It is a bronze wheel, about 30 centimeters in diameter, coated in blue-green rock dust, featuring numerous lines and crescent-shaped gold markings. On its surface, these markings are believed to symbolize the sun, full moon and stars, including the Pleiades star cluster, as well as a multi-oared solar boat. The disk, along with two bronze swords, the remains of two sets of axes, a chisel, and fragments of spiral armbands, was discovered in 1999 by Henry Westphal and Mario Renner while searching for treasure with a metal detector. The axes and swords found buried with the disk have been dated typologically to around 1700 BC. Birch bark residues found on the sword hilts have been radiocarbon dated to around 1600 BC, confirming this estimate. This suggests that the disk has probably been around for several generations and coincides with the date of the burial. Metal radioactivity analyses and corrosion on the disk further support the early Bronze Age date. If this find is genuine, it will shed new light on the astronomical knowledge and skills of the people who lived in the European Bronze Age and built Stonehenge. Judging by the angles of the arcs carved around the celestial wheel, it suggests that the Bronze Age cultures in Central Europe were making very sophisticated measurements of the sky much earlier than previously thought. The find is considered a reaffirmation that the astronomical knowledge and skills of European Bronze Age people included close observation of the annual course of the sun and the angle between the rising and setting points of the summer and winter solstices. The depiction of the Pleiades constellation on the disk, together with the crescent moon, is thought to represent a calendar rule for synchronizing the solar and lunar calendars and to enable the creation of a lunisolar calendar. The Nebra sky disk was thought to date back to the early Bronze Age and was therefore considered the world's oldest depiction of the cosmos. The results of the analysis showed that the disk, also known as the Nebra sky disk, should be dated 1,000 years later than previously thought, namely to the Iron Age. This invalidates all previous astronomical interpretations. The sky disk does not bear the cultural and stylistic characteristics of the early Bronze Age motif world of the early 2nd millennium BC. On the contrary, a clearer reference can be made to the Iron Age motif world of the 1st millennium BC. According to archaeologists, based on the inconsistent data and this new assessment, all previous comprehensive cultural historical conclusions should be rediscussed, and the disk should be reinterpreted in a different context. All previously unpublished data and facts should also be included as the basis for this interpretation. As a result, such a disk is found. The entire planet Aldebaran, Aries, the Great Bear, the Little Bear, all the constellations are exhibited here. Why was such a disk made, and why do these symbols come up in relation to the constellations? It is clearly seen that it reflects very important moments, very important connections, and is not only related to history,